There's more controversy over Brandon Sanderson's Kickstarter that broke all the records. Believe it or not, this time it's not from the big publishers, this time it's from the fans. I was scrolling through social media recently where I found a post that got quite a bit of traction where she was pissed at Dragonsteel and Brandon Sanderson for how they marketed the Kickstarter. She said that they had marketed it in a way to say that this is a limited edition book, it is a premium edition, and it's likely only to be available from this Kickstarter. Now after hearing just that part, my thought is, why are you gatekeeping?
You shall not pass!
It should be celebrated that more people are going to have access to these books, right? We want the fandom to grow. But I sent her a direct message to get more information, and she said that it wasn't just that. She said that she was upset because she felt like she had to get the premium edition now or be stuck with a crappy paperback copy later on. She also felt like she had to buy all 4 books in order to get the one book that she was actually interested in. But now that the Kickstarter is officially over, it's been made known that these books will also be available individually to those who only want to buy 1 or 2. She said that that wasn't made clear and that she then bought all 4 and pushed herself financially to a place where she wasn't extremely comfortable. Now, I can actually kind of sympathize with that. I think that there's probably a lot of people in this fandom who love Brandon Sanderson and love his books, and they want to be a part of the fandom. And they feel that in order to be a part of the fandom, they needed to experience the Kickstarter, experience backing it, and experience getting these books. And it's reasonable to assume that some people stretch themselves financially further than they probably should have in order to do that. However, I would say that that's the nature of the beast with Kickstarter. The point of the Kickstarter is to kickstart a project that will hopefully then continue on itself after the Kickstarter's over. That's how it was for all the Leatherbounds, and that's how it's going to be for this book.
You make a good point.
The one part where Sanderson and Dragonsteel did cover their butts a little bit was when they said these books may not be available again after the Kickstarter. And that's a reasonable thing to assume. If the Kickstarter had done poorly and hadn't been this massive success that it was, maybe there wouldn't have been enough demand to do more prints and to keep this stocked at Dragonsteel in the future. But because the Kickstarter was so successful, there is a huge demand, so it only makes sense that they're going to continue to print these books and make them available as you go. They're going to start selling them individually, and that will give consumers more options. Does it really suck for some people who may have overexerted themselves financially to back this secret project, knowing that if they'd waited, they could have only picked the books that they wanted? Yeah, I feel for those people. I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry that it happened. But I also don't think that Dragonsteel or Sanderson were in the wrong in any way. I feel that they were transparent, that there was a chance that these books might not be available, but they never said that they wouldn't be available either. It's really just the nature of the beast with Kickstarter. Do you think that Sanderson was a little bit shady with the way that he marketed the secret projects? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe.